Did you know that here at St. Maria Goretti, we have 13 first-class relics in front of our altar? Now, there's a tradition that a lot of times relics are placed in the altar. And to be real honest, that's exactly what we were headed towards and were thinking about doing or wanted to do. And you have to have the bishop's permission to do that, obviously. And when I went to Bishop Higgy, he said, if you're going to go to all the trouble of getting these relics and having them, he said that he would really like them to be visible to people, where people could pray in front of them and know that they were there, and that they would not be in the altar, under the altar cloth and things. So he suggested we put them in front of the altar, which is exactly what we did. So we had a couple relics, at St. Maria Goretti, one, St. Philip Neri, I think we had that one also. And all of the saints that were chosen to get relics of all had some connection to our parish, either to the parish or the school or youth ministry. I know St. John Bosco was up there, Catholic school, St. Elizabeth Seton, and things. So that's how the list was identified, was that they were connected to our parish ministry and our parish family from the very beginning. So let me tell you a little bit how you get relics that you don't have. So we identified this list, and then you go to this office in Rome. And it's not at the Vatican, it's at a convent. Actually, these sisters run this for the entire church. And so I went to this convent. The Vatican had given me the address, and I had a letter from our bishop, because you can get personal relics is one thing, but when you get them for a parish or a diocese, you have to have the bishop's letter. So I had that, and I went in. Sister would say, you can have this one, we got this one, we don't have that one, you can't have that one, that's not available, and things. So we eventually identified this list of the other, I guess it would be 10 relics, first-class relics of saints that we were going to be able to get. And I don't know how many people realize it, but you can't sell holy relics. That's not allowed. However, you can make a donation for the little gold containers that they come in. In fact, you have to make a donation for the little gold containers that they come in. So we figured out what that was going to be for the 10 relics that we were going to get. And then Sister said, wow, this is good. We'll have these ready by next Friday afternoon. Come by with with it, and we'll have your relics for you. And so, sure enough, go back to the convent. It must have been 4 or 5 days later on Friday, and Sisters the same thing, go in, what do you want? I'm here to pick up our relics. And it was the craziest thing. It was like a little brown bag, like a sack lunch. And all 10 relics were in there. All 10 relics came with the documents that say this is a first-class relic of a Catholic saint. You have to have those documents. And we brought them home. And so that's what then, in front of the altar, they placed 12 different little holes that were accommodated in the concrete, and each one of the relics was placed in one. Then we're going to put a plaque on top of it to seal it and protect the relic, also make sure they were safe and not being able to be stolen. Then, the summer before the dedication of the church, we received a gift of a relic of Mother Teresa of Calcutta. Taken the day she died, it was a swatch of a Band-Aid, like gauze of blood, taken the day she died. And of course, that was first good. Now, at that time, Mother Teresa of Calcutta was not yet Saint Teresa of Calcutta. She was blessed. And so we very much accepted that. But it also meant that we then did not have 12 relics, but we had the baker's dozen of 13 relics that were going to be in there. And so we very quickly added Blessed Teresa of Calcutta to our list and went on the plaque. And so those are our 13 relics of the saints that inspire us here at St. Maria Goretti.
Can we read all the names? Because you got some of them.
Okay,
ready? St. Maria Goretti, St. Philip Neri, St. Bernardine of Siena, St. John Bosco, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton.
For Catholic schools. St. Bernardine of Siena is patron of the Holy Name Society. And so very important. Who's after Bernardine of Siena?
St. John Bosco.
St. John Bosco's youth ministry and youth programs.
Right. St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas, Catholic schools and education.
St. Catherine of Siena.
St. Catherine of Siena.
Blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati.
For young adults.
St. Clare of Assisi. St. Francis Cabrini.
To the immigrants in Chicago.
St. Pius V and St. Pio Petrocina. Did I say that correctly?
Yeah. So Pius the Fifth was the one that allowed children to have First Holy Communion and had a great love for Catholic school children.
And now St. Teresa of Calcutta.
St. Teresa of Calcutta. And St. Pio Petricina was Padre Pio and things. So yeah, we got quite the collection of all-stars from the Catholic Church.